Hi everyone, it's King Billy here, back with another Idle Heroes video. Welcome back to the channel. If you could please not forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, that would be great. So a quick video here today for you on the news of the events which will be coming on Friday. So today is Tuesday and it seems to be a trend now that DH Games seem to be releasing the official event spoilers on a Tuesday. So without further ado, we will get straight into that for you. So on Friday, we have the Prophet Summon event with the Heroic Miracle event running alongside it. They do go very well together, the two events. Also, it is week 2 of the Grey Dwarf's Blessing, which always runs for 2 weeks at a time, then 2 weeks off, and 2 weeks on. Okay, so let's just have a look at this. We're also going to look at all of the other news that they've released. They released some stuff regarding just little previews on adjustments in the game and reworks and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll also go over, because the Prophet Summon event is coming around really quickly this month. A lot of you may think, and I've seen this in the comments, that you're struggling to get enough Prophet Orbs to at least do a completion on the event. So we'll go into a little bit of a guide as well onto how and where you can get your Prophet Orbs from. It's not quite as bad as you might first think. Okay. Yeah. So let's just look at firstly the little announcements that they've made there. So there will be some achievements for following Idle Heroes on different platforms. So I'm guessing that's going to be like, following them on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Also, they've mentioned that the help fight function will now be named Lost Underground. So there's going to be a few changes, I'm assuming, on Friday to look into there, which we'll go over in a video then. Also, they have the Purify enable, which has been sitting there for a while. Let's have a look at that. Where are we? Heroes and switch skills. So I think it's this. Yeah, Purify. When a round ends, removes a random negative effect on self. So enable 3, we'll be able to get that one on Friday. And also the Unbending Will is also going to be adjusted, it says, or optimized, they've called it. So currently it says when taking fatal damage is immune self from direct damage and damage over time for a round, does not immune damage from marks. So we'll see how that update is on Friday also. The Zia rework, which we mentioned previously, I believe that is being released on Friday also. Also, her video that they released previously had Sigmund at the end of that, which kind of indicates he would be the next to be reworked. And they've released a new video on their Facebook page, which shows Sigmund is the next one to be reworked. I'll put a link for that in the description pinned. In the description and also in the comments pinned. So yeah, Sigmund's going to be reworked, and then at the end of the video, you'll see, if you watch it yourself, that there's some purple feathers and also Jorah's weapon, which would indicate it's also got that background that you can see there on the screen. It's got that background on it. So yeah, that would indicate that those two characters are also going to get reworked at some point in the future. I don't know how long in the future. I mean, it may just be the way that the background is when it's bigger than this, but there's also like a little pumpkin in the corner, so I don't know if it's going to be released for like around about Halloween time, but that's a long way away, so that would seem a bit too far in the future maybe, but time will tell, and we'll cover that off when it comes around. So they're all the kind of the smaller updates there. The major update that you want to know about is probably the events. The Prophet Summon events, one of the best events on there, especially for free-to-play players. If you're going to complete that, you're going to need 80 Prophet Orbs for one cycle of that. You can do 4 cycles if you've got enough Prophet Orbs. So for me, I'm thinking, okay, it's came around pretty quick and I'm only got 34 Prophet Orbs. Where can I get the rest of my Prophet Orbs from? I really would like to get these events completed, because apparently the prizes are going to be for the Prophet Summon event, which is the one where you're using your 80 orbs to complete that. You'll be getting a copy of Cruz and a copy of Oberon. Both really good heroes. I mean, Oberon for PvP doesn't do much in PvE. And Cruz is very good for PvE and PvP as a good support unit. As you can see here, my Cruz, there we go, let's have a look at him. That's your normal Cruz there, and with the skin on. Cruz is a very good hero, and at the minute I do only have one copy of him to take him up to the 10 star, which I want to do. So if I get another copy, that'll enable us to take him up to the 10 star once I've got the fodder. So I definitely want to get that one done. Also, as I say, the Heroic Miracle kind of goes hand in hand with that event. So Heroic Miracle, apparently you're going to be getting a copy of Faith Blade. So I've never had a copy of Faith Blade, and he is a light hero. And there he is. I think he was really good back in the day. Maybe he's not so good now, but he's still one of the really good heroes on there. It's just that people tend to choose like Ada, for example, over him for the light hero, or maybe he's Asmodel. But yeah, definitely worth having there as well. Okay, so let's go into basically the ways that you'll be able to get your profit orbs if you're struggling or think you're struggling, like I've been thinking initially that I would be struggling. So for me personally, as I say, it's currently Tuesday. Within the next couple of days, I'll be looking to complete the Wishing Fountain event. So that's going to give me the 2 profit orbs there for getting my 300 points on that. Now, if you were really struggling and you had plenty of chips going spare, you could look into getting, another cycle of that one, or even just a part cycle just to get a few more profit orbs if you're really struggling and that's something you felt you wanted to do. But for me, that's 2 for me that I'll be getting. The next part to look at is the event itself. So I will get 7 orbs from the event itself for the daily login bonus. It's 1 a day for logging in. So I'll get 7 for that during the event as well. One place where I'm definitely going to be looking at, you should definitely be looking at this, is how many hours you have left on your monthly events. So for me, my monthly events are due to reset in 7 days. 168 hours would be 7 days exactly. So they'll manage to reset before the end of the weekly event. So, for example, I could do the Trial of the Champion and get 5 profit orbs. Now, unfortunately for me, the way this is going to work out, if this doesn't reset till next Wednesday for me, and the Trial of the Champion isn't on until Friday to Sunday, by which point the event will have ended. So I can't get those 5, so I've lost out on 5 there. But that's not to worry. I can still get them. So I want to get up to 80 profit orbs. Okay, so I can get, as I said, 7 orbs from the event itself and the daily login bonus. Also on the monthly events, I can get, what's that? Like last month, I got 5, 5, and 10. So I got 20 last time for getting the 5-star tavern quests, the 6-star, and the 7-star tavern quests. And just to have a look in my tavern quests all the way to the left here, filter on the 5s. So we currently have 18 of 5, but they aren't hard to get, so I'll get up to 20 before that easily. On the 6-star, I only need 5, and I've got 13 at the moment there. Again, that's pretty easy to do. And on the 7-star, this is the one that a lot of people struggle on, but I've currently got 8 in there, and I only need 2. So I do have a method that I use to get enough of the 7-star ones. I am busy making another video on that as well for you as a guide. But generally, what that involves, I want the video there just as proof. But what it basically involves is just re-rolling every day until I either get, I don't take anything lower than a 4-star one, and all my 4-star ones I'll only take gems, nothing else, just gems. Along with the 5 stars, I'll only take gems as well, and I'll take any 6-star and any 7-star that comes along as well. Now just keep re-rolling. It may feel like you're losing out on gems, but the rewards, if you're getting 20 profit orbs in total, that is a quarter of your way to completing the event. So it's definitely worth doing. But I'll be putting the link for that video in the description and pinning that to the comments as well once I've got that done for you. It'll be a few weeks from now. Next up, you've got the arena store, where you basically spend your glory coins. So if you go in the arena, and you go in this little button here with the coins, so you can see I've currently got 1414 of the glory coins, and if I wanted to spend them on orbs, that's generally what I keep them for times like this when I need them. I'll go in there, max that one out. I can get 7, I'll not buy them just yet, but I can get 7 there from that. The next place I can get them from is the Heroic Miracle event itself, which is on here for getting the 2 light and the 2 dark heroes out, so make sure you've got them, it's very important. You'll also get 10 profit orbs for that. Okay, so based on that, as I say, I'll have the 2 from completing my Wishing Fountain event, I'll have 7 from the event itself when it comes round, 10 from the Heroic Miracle event itself, 7 from my arena store, and 20 from my Tavern Quest when that resets as well. So in total that's 46. So if I add that to my current amount, that for 34, that's going to put me on the magic number of 80 to complete that event there and get the rewards that I want. So just, if you think if you're struggling, look at all those things, work out where you can get them from, and work out if it's going to be possible for you. There's other places as well. So, if you need to, there's always the Aspen Dungeon. My Aspen Dungeon isn't open at the minute, but if you're at that level where your Aspen Dungeon is open for you, when that comes around, often the senior merchant will sell you 5 orbs for 2,250. So that works out at 450 gems each, rather than the usual 500 gems a piece, which you can buy 1 a day of in the marketplace. So that's your other kind of reserve option there if you need to buy them out with there, but only 1 a day, and you need to have the gems to do that, which isn't always as easy as it sounds. So yeah, that's the Aspen Dungeon and the marketplace. Also, you can try and do well in the arena for further glory coins to buy more of the orbs at 200 a piece. So if you look at the Crystal Crown League, for example, press join, look on the rewards and look on the season rewards. So season reward, I've currently got 5 at the top there under Idle Heroes. It says 5 days remaining time. So I've got 5 days time. So on that last day, you need to really push to try and get somewhere to get the rewards you want there. So, for example, if you could, finish in the top, let's say, if you finish in the top 20, for example, it's 11 to 20, that's 440. So there's 2 orbs there, Even if you just finish in the top 200, like 101 to 200, you'll get 200. It's just 1 orb, but it still might be that extra one that you need. The other place you can look to try and get your orbs from would be the Super Wishing Fountain. So go in the Wishing Fountain and Super Wishing Fountain, and you have on the wheel an odd of 8.5% to get a profit orb every time you spin. So if you work it out, say for example, a good number you might be 50 orbs, 50 super chips, and if you use all of those, on average you should be getting between 5 and 6 orbs as well. You might be lucky, you might have 100 chips sitting there, you might not tend to use them. And as well as all the other rewards there, you should be averaging somewhere between 10 to 12 orbs. So that's what I'm saying to you, there is options. When you look around places, there are a lot of options. And the other place where you can get them as well is, my events haven't reset yet, but when your events reset, or if you're lucky enough to have the events on now, what you get is, on the monthly events, you will get a Brave Trial event. So there's only the 4 events listed at the side there, but you'll get another 2 events, one of which is the Brave Trial event. And basically, if you clear stage 15 of day mode in the Brave Trial, if you complete that 10 times, you will get 5 orbs as well. So there's all the options of places you can get orbs from. Is a free to play. There's always the option to obviously buy the packages and stuff like that, but if you're free to play, all is not lost. If you think you can't make it, have a look, do your maths, assess it fairly, and see if you can achieve it. What I will mention at this stage is, if you can't do it and you have to sit it out this month, yes, you might lose a bit of progress, but it may be a blessing in disguise, because there will be the Black Friday event coming around in November, I believe it is, and they usually have some really good rewards, and previously they have used like profit orbs, if I remember correctly, as part of that. And also I think they actually used the super chips as part of that as well. So there's some options there. It's not, you know, if it might be a blessing in disguise. And also, even if you choose not to do the profit orb event, knowing that you could, but you're thinking, you know what, I want to keep it for the good rewards in the Black Friday event. As I say, up to you how you choose to play it. So yeah, I think that was pretty much it that I wanted to go over in today's video. I hope the video has been useful to you. If you could drop us a comment below and just let me know if it's been helpful for you at all, if you're struggling to get the profit orbs. I know it is quite annoying when DH games keep on changing the cycle of the events, but at least let us know a little bit in advance. As I said, let us know on a Tuesday these days, so it's not too bad. So good luck. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Take care. Bye.